just to prove that you're the best in the world is something you don't get to do very often.
You absolutely will not win Mack Masters unless you have a great team and you're able to quickly delegate and work to everyone's strengths in each station.
You're going to compete against, the best teams that are out there. It's going to be a challenge. At the end of the day, it's the most gratifying feeling you can get.
I felt way more confident overall after Mack Masters. Get out there and get after it. Put everything you got into it, because winning the competition can help advance your career and help overall workflow in your shop.
When we went for that final engine start, we knew that engine was going to start. We knew we had the problem figured out, but still, when you turn that key and that thing fired up at the end, it was chills. It was the most incredible feeling with everybody cheering.
For teams thinking about competing, absolutely sign up, but we're probably going to win anyway.
And I'm coming back for a title. I'm going to take it away from the edgers, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's coming home with us. We're taking it back. What I would say to everybody that's looking to compete in this competition, do it. Make the time, compete, because win or lose, you're going to take something from this competition that's going to make you better every day at what you do.
Hello everybody and welcome to Mack Masters. Tremendous response to that. My name is Josh Chernoff and I am excited to be here. I can tell all of you are excited as well, and everybody watching at home. It is my pleasure right now to introduce to you, he is the Senior Manager of Training Operations. Please welcome Scott Behe.
All right, we need it louder than that. Come on, it's the 16 best teams in the world. Let's go! Welcome to Mack Masters 2025 World Finals. As you can tell by the limited number of seats, this is not supposed to be a sit-down event today, so we want everybody to participate. I'm going to do just a few housekeeping things. Not going to take up much time. I have rousing speeches. I was told I can't give them, so I'm just going to give you the housekeeping rules, and we're going to get on with it. You can see that how we have this set up. There is a little divider down the middle. We want this to be as interactive and for everybody to be able to participate as much as possible. We're going to do a couple semifinals. When the semifinal team that's participating on this side, you have two monitors out there and a speaker. You'll be able to see what they're working on. You'll be able to see them. You'll be able to see whatever system they are in, and you'll hear what they're talking about in their headsets just amongst their team on this side of the rope. If you want to listen to this team, it's the exact same. You just got to come through the little cut through, come to this side of the rope. And that'll be the same thing for the finals. Please, you could tell all your friends, family, enemies, we don't care. We want them to log in, mackmasters.com. Go to the live stream link. We're live streaming. You'll get to hear Josh and his friends all day on the live stream. You've been here enough. You probably know where the restrooms are, but just in case, they're out that door, down the hall. They're through that door, down the hall. There is no set lunch today. We are feeding you food truck style. At about 11:15, the big overhead door will go up. There's stations scattered throughout the room, so think of it as a food truck. You can go to the hot dog truck. You can go to, I don't know what all the trucks are, but they're all random different foods. Think like you're at the fair. You'll be able to just grab stuff and come back and watch. We also will have the live stream going in the big room, but you can come back out, stand, sit, whatever, and have your lunch. And again, just welcome. Thank you for being here. We're going to have a bunch of executives that are coming in and out. They have some meetings, but they're going to join us throughout the day. So you'll get to see J.R. Randall, our president. You'll get to see Rich Simons, one of our vice presidents. Rich is right there. Can shake his hand at some point today. Steve Parkins, our fearless leader and vice president for my group, is back there. You can wave at him as well. And there'll be a few others. My last thing, and Wes's favorite part of the whole day. I need one big jumbo round of applause for my team, Wesley, Matt, and Heather. They work millions of hours overnights and weekends to put this on for you. Larry's team may get 2 rounds of applause, but also all the technical trainers, all of our aftermarket trainers. Amanda has her and Shaq that are here that put all the content together for these awesome stations in awesome few days. They work really hard. They have day jobs. They have to do all that. This is extra work that they do because they love to do it. So give them one quick round of applause, and we're going to get on with it.
It's back. Okay. So now we've heard about everybody behind the scenes, but I want to talk a little bit about how we got here, right? So this competition, walk us through how this works, how we get to today's event, to these semifinals.
Yeah, that's great, and I think obviously everybody here knows, especially the streaming audience at home. The teams that are here today, they work really hard too. I just got to thank my team. Hopefully all these dealerships are thanking their teams too, A, for representing them at the finals, and then also amazingly for all the time that they put in on their own. Some of it is a lot of the pre-rounds. We do 3 rounds, range in questions from 10, 15, 20 questions. They can take as few as a couple minutes to some probably take a good amount of time. And they also have day jobs, making sure that our trucks are running, getting back on the road, making sure that they're getting their owners the money that they need. So they spend 3 rounds over several months building this up. We get down to the final 16. And for the first time ever, Josh, we have a team from New Zealand.
Wow.
We could give that a round of applause.
Up for that.
We have 2 from Australia. We have Canada in the house, Ecuador, Chile, Peru, Trinidad and Tobago, and the entire east to west coast of the United States. And we would be remiss if we didn't mention, also in the house are the defending champions, the Edgers from 2023.
And perhaps the most amazing is that everybody managed to get here. No flights canceled, maybe a little delays, I don't know, but everybody got here, which is great. It's great to have everybody here. I think at this point what we want to do is we want to take a look back at this competition. We want to see some highlights right now of what brought us here. So everybody take a look right now.
Let's go. Big round of applause for my colleague, Senior Manager Technical Training, Larry Miller.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our competition. I just want to congratulate everyone for surviving my team's 8 stations yesterday and the day before. You all did a great job, amazing work. The stations were designed to be very challenging, and I saw some frustration, I saw some sweat, maybe a little bit of blood here and there, but if it was easy, anyone can do it. So congratulations to all of you for making this far and the wonderful job you did this far up in the competition. So give yourself a round of applause. So for today, we're going to take the top 4 teams and we're going to find out who is the biggest, baddest bulldog in the yard. And to do that, my team of referees, standing over there in the striped shirts, our lead referee, Dave, from Woodbridge, Canada. Next to him is Ben from right here in Allentown. And we have Adam from Tinley in Chicago.
Hey, Larry, I think it's time to find out who those 4 are. Who's ready?
I was going to try to drag it out as long as I could. Should I keep going? Okay. No. So without further ado, in not any particular ranking order, I would like to congratulate the Nuss Truck Group and Equipment, Team Plum Crazy. Our second team, from down under, Volvo Commercial Vehicles, the Night Riders. Next up, from Tech Equipment, the Third Line Grinders. Congratulations. And last but not least, our returning defending champions from TransEdge, the Edgers.
All right, it's time to get to business. Caitlin Cervantes is going to raise her hand. She is in the back right over here. I need Plum Crazy and the Edgers to go find Caitlin. She's going to get you ready. You'll compete first in about 3 minutes. I need Bo to raise your hand. Bo. I need Night Riders and Third Line Grinders. You are going to come with Bo. You need to give all your friends or corporate people your phones. You're not allowed to have your phones for the next little while. He's going to take you into the sequestered area to hang out and chit-chat while the first semifinal goes. Well, they're getting out. Larry's going to explain the first semifinal station, and then we will get busy. Oh, yeah. Third Line Grinders, Night Riders. If you want to grab a snack or a drink to take with you, you're going to have 30 or 40 minutes probably. So if you want to grab a snack and a drink from the snack table to take with you, please do that. Now Larry's going to explain the station.
So for our semifinal station, my team came up with the electrical board challenge. The referees will give instructions to the team before the start. There is a maximum 45-minute time limit, but we're hoping for the team that completed it the quickest and without any errors. So when the teams think they're ready to be scored or judged, reach out to the referee and they'll let you know what the results are. Then for our final round, we have the No Start Challenge. Again, a head-to-head competition, maximum time limit, 1 hour, but I'm sure that we will have these trucks up and running well before that. First team that starts the truck, solve the riddle, wins the competition.
Just a reminder, food stations will open in about 15 minutes. They'll stay open until, I don't know, I think 1 or 1:30. You can get your food, and now we're going to turn it over to your host for the rest of the day, James and Josh.
Did he give it to us?
Oh, it sounds like he did. Sounds like we are here.
Do we have the watch? Oh. We got control of the pot, you know.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Everybody can hear us now. They can't see us. They can't see that beautiful mullet that you have going on. It's gorgeous. I'd love to get that on camera if at all possible.
Well, I'm pretty
But
sure
either
we're
way,
doing it right now.
hey, they can hear us, and so we might as well talk. We're getting ready here for our first matchup. Our colleague, there we are.
look
Look at
at
this.
that.
Look at this.
Dude, I'm back by popular demand.
Look
I don't know
at
if you knew
this. I'm back begrudgingly, I think, to the people here.
Okay.
But we are back. We are here. We are live. We see ourselves right here on the screen. And you'll
Is it gonna be like
notice
this
this
the whole
empty seat right here. One Dave Sturcio, who is going to be our colleague. He will be up there to introduce the teams. We're excited for this. So tell us, what can we expect this first time? You're well versed in everything Mack truck.
Absolutely have to give kudos to the training managers on this. You know, from the beginning of the year, are we too close?
Are we too close?
Are we too close?
It sure looks like it from the screen, but that's only because we have the empty seat over there. No, that feedback I think is coming from something else. We got you. We're good though.
They've spent the entire year putting these faults together, these stations, and you know, throughout the year, it's our job to support these guys, the techs, and do everything we can to help them grow in their field. But when you get to Mack Masters, it's almost like now it's us versus them, right? So what can we do to challenge them? What can we do to help elevate and grow them? And I think these guys nailed it. I don't think we had a perfect score in any of the competition the last 2 days. And I feel like that's awesome because when you talk to these guys, they're like, man, these stations were difficult, right? And so that's what we're supposed to be bringing to the table. And I'm super excited for what these guys have in store today.
Well, listen, we have the returning champions, the Edgers,
Yep.
versus Plum Crazy. So right now we're going to send it on up to our colleague Dave Sturcio. Get things going here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It is now time for our first matchup, our semifinal matchup of the afternoon, morning, evening, however, and wherever you're tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, from the Nuss Truck and Equipment in Mankato, Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Plum Crazy! All right, another round of applause for Plum Crazy here in the semifinals. Their opponents, they are the reigning, defending Mack Masters champions from right here at the Trans Edge Truck Center in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, the Edgers!
right. How are you guys feeling? How are the nerves? Pretty good? Yeah, we're excited. Oh, this is exciting. I'm excited, but not as excited as you, obviously. So welcome to the electrical station, the semifinals. This is a head-to-head competition. What we have for you are electrical boards, and today we are going to be wiring a snowplow on a 2017 Granite. So the electrical boards are designed to simulate an existing truck. Everything is working. Your job will be to wire or install the snowplow lights. In the event that you burn a fuse, because it could potentially happen, I need all members to step away from the electrical board. Your judges will fix the electrical board, and then you may proceed. This is a timed event, 45 minutes. However, first team to complete the challenge wins. When you have completed building your circuit, notify myself or your trainer. We will verify its operation. If it works the way it's supposed to, you win. The computers will be set up. You will have the appropriate wiring diagram ready to go. And best of luck. Last thing, you will also be wired with a headset so that the participants can follow along to see what you're doing. Do you have any questions?
What schematics are we allowed to use and not allowed to use? Are we allowed to use a schematic viewer and the technical ones, or just schematic viewer?
Only schematic viewer. The schematics will be provided for you. Any other questions?
Good.
No? All right, please proceed to your appropriate stations. We'll get you wired up. When we are ready to proceed, we'll get started.
Very easy to get off track. Big.
What we see right now is the teams are all getting mic'd up. The audience in attendance here, they will be able to hear the conversation going on between teammates. Depending on what side of the venue they're standing at, they'll be able to hear that. Now, right now, I believe the house is hearing us as well, but they will not be hearing us during this competition. Only the folks at home will be hearing us, as to not distract and also not give anything away. Obviously, everybody knows how well versed I am in all of this. I could solve this in an instant. So I'd hate to give them any. I could not do this. I struggle to turn my windshield wipers on.
That's fair. That sounds like a personal problem for sure.
Yes, that is. And but I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I think everybody is.
I think they're excited to see me, to be honest.
They're excited to see you. This mullet.
But yeah, hey guys.
You got the mustache, the hair and stash combo.
I've gotten quite popular since our last little get together.
Yeah. I've gotten less popular since then. Speaking of less popular, Dave Sturcio, of course, still up there on the stage. Excited. Almost shaking with excitement if you notice him.
Judges, are you ready? Judges are ready. Edgers, are you ready? Plum Crazy, are you ready? All right.
I know I'm ready.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm ready.
Ready.
Now we're ready. You're online, you're connected. All right, without further ado, you may begin.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
Here it is.
I'm
Now we have to also factor in here that Plum Crazy, they're the 4th seed here. right? That's not to say any disrespect towards them whatsoever, but they're the 4th seed, while as the Edgers are number 1 seed. So right off the bat, do you think they're, in their mind, they're focused on the Edgers at all, or do you think at this point they've managed to just completely shut this out and it's just 100%?
You know what was super neat to see across the board for scores is we had teams that came in that were very good on the mechanical side, and we had teams that came in that were very good on the electrical side. And then we also had teams that you know, did well across the entire board. And I think that for these 4 teams that we have today, they're all evenly matched. So it's going to be exciting.
I have a question as I join you boys. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question as far as the focus and drive of these teams. We were here 2 years ago, right? And we saw the focus. Everybody was laser driven, ready to rock and roll. But when it comes to something like this, now you're so used to being in a shop and nobody's watching. What kind of pressure does that add when now you have a live audience here at the Mack Center and you're watching this and you're trying to get things done in a timely fashion? Are the bright lights going to be a distraction at all?
You know, I don't think so for the Edgers because they've been here before, but
Sure.
I definitely think nerves are going to be factoring in for these new teams. I mean, I would imagine they're super excited to be here. Probably the equivalent of you guys getting to sit next to me. You know, it's always super excited.
Actually, very fair.
I'm so overwhelmed that I've switched back to underwhelmed. Now, looking at the boards, and we have these really cool shots, overhead views of the boards that you'd seen. Can you walk us through a little bit of what it is we're actually looking at? Maybe folks at home who are not well versed in this.
Yep. So what our Allentown team did, so as you can see there, is they took a schematic from a truck and they built the circuit. I mean, that is the snowplow light circuit. And so their job is to take the wires that we provide them, so all those red wires plus the ones off there on the right, and looking at the schematic, they have to wire up this circuit. And what has to happen is it has to work as intended. So right now the circuit does work, but they're going to say, okay, we want the snowplow lights added. Well, now the circuit has to work. Plus, so think of like in your car when you have your regular lights and then you have your high beams, you got your low beams, right? Things like that. They're going to be turning on effectively what would be like your fog lights, right? Another switch, and in the event they hook something up wrong, so it is a live circuit, they could blow a fuse.
I was just going to say, the referee had mentioned if you blow a fuse, the rule is you have to kind of step back, let the judge kind of reset everything. That's going to take significant amount of time during the goal of getting this done, right?
Absolutely. I mean, and the other thing is if you're not paying attention, and as you guys seen last year, it's very easy to get off track. They can, what you see on the board versus what's on the schematic. So if you look over there, you can actually see the schematic on the screen. These guys have to be dialed in, communicating and working well as a team if they want to get this fixed, and they want to get it fixed first.
Do you think that if you were doing this, if you were running a team, would you have taken maybe the first 60 seconds, and maybe that is what they did here, to say, okay, let's take a look at this, you on this, you're on this, you're on that, and kind of divide and conquer? Or is this something where you can't do that, where you have to, where everybody is kind of trying to figure out one thing at the same time? How does that work?
So, you know, if they let us get up and go over there and walk around, you'd be able to see the Edgers. Ultimately, they know where they're, you know, hey, this guy goes here, this guy goes here. For the most part, every team that came to this competition had a good, solid strategy coming in. They said, hey, you know, this guy's going to be working in service tool. This is going to be our, you know, electrical measurement guy. And I would hope that over the last couple of days, they've figured out a strategy that works for them, and so they're coming in and, you know, let's communicate. I don't see a lot of chatter going on right now.
I was just going to say that there's almost like the theory of too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't want too many voices in your ear because somebody's got to be the quarterback here.
Yep. And keep in mind, right, they're just seeing this for the first time. We have had electrical boards in the past, you know, so these guys are certainly no stranger to that. Ben's station, so I walked you around yesterday, the diagnostic station.
Yeah.
You got to see basically a whole engine harness on a board. So
So tell me though, what is, because right now if you're just tuning in and you know nothing about this, it looks like they're pulling a plug, plugging it into something else, fingers crossed, hoping for the best that this is going to work. What is the strategy? What are they actually doing?
They are following the schematic on that TV screen there. And what they're trying to do is wire up that circuit, right? Using those wires that are provided. So if you run out of wires and you're needing more wires, you've done it wrong.
Okay.
Right? You don't get to ask for more wires. The wires that you have are the wires that are required to make the circuit work as intended, right? But there's some autonomy in there too, because when we talk about a circuit, you'll see that they'll double stack the wires. So they'll pull another plug into one of the other circuits,
Right.
and that's what we call in this case a splice point. So if they look at the schematic and comes to a point here, you got a little dot, go off different directions. That's saying, okay, hey, double stack that wire. Where they do that, that's
The Edgers, you have a nice shot of them right now. They are.
It's just funny because last time we were here in 2023 in the finals, you get this long period of time to get it done. And if you guys remember, and the people watching at home remember, the Edgers got done within like 7-8 minutes. It was quick.
Yeah.
So the experience factor definitely goes with the defending champions. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Plum Crazy comes out of this. They looked pretty intense in there.
And that's the thing. This is what they did before. There's a possibility that they could be coming into this 2 years later as the defending champions. A little, I don't want to say cocky, but a little overconfident, right?
Fair.
Last time we had 45 minutes to an hour, and look what we did in 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking at James. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is something completely different.
Totally
now.
new.
So
We're about 7 minutes deep right now. So
we had a couple teams that, so I don't know if you guys remember last year, we had a timing gear plate adjustment station, and we had our engineers from Greensboro come down, and they created that station. Well, this year they created another one. These guys were going through and doing oil analysis, in one of the stations yesterday. So, we've definitely leveled up. We don't, we're not regurgitating stations. So yeah, when these guys come out, they're seeing this for the first time.
And I think it's a real treat for the live audience here in attendance right now, is that they get to pretty much dive into each team, the audio, the communication. They get to hear everything behind the scenes, as you're probably hearing at home as well. It's very interesting to see. Also, once again, like we said before, you don't want too many voices in there right now, because they're looking.
You can feel that tension.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you had mentioned if they run out, they run out of chords and it's not working, they know they've gone down the wrong path. Are there extra chords?
No.
So if they have a chord not used, they know they're not there yet.
Well,
right? Is that?
Let me back up, right? Because they may or may not have the same amount of wire that we had when we were doing the testing. But if I'm not mistaken, they had the amount of wire that they need to actually complete the circuit. Whether the station managers added more, I don't know, because when they were reading the station rules to them, so at the beginning of the station they read the rules, and very well could be extra wires in there.
Yeah, I mean, your eyes can absolutely go cross just looking at the board right now.
So you see how they start to double stack there?
Yes.
See them? Those are splice points, right?
Bottom right
it's
there,
very
you can
important that they're paying attention to where that splice point's at. The other thing that's important is, you see how on the side here it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H?
Yeah.
And so one side's chassis, the other side says hood. If they're not paying attention to the schematic, that'll cause no problem.
And why is that? Because
what you see on the board isn't the same as what it looks like on the schematic. So if I glance at this sheet here and I say, okay, it says pin A to pin B, right here to here, and I look, because it looks the same on the schematic as it does on the board, and I just take my wire and I connect it from A and I go to B.
So it's not necessarily a guessing game per se.
No,
They know exactly. They just follow the schematic.
That
They'll be
schematic
okay.
is how that's supposed to be wired up, but
it's like reading sheet music, really. You're just making sure you're hitting all the right the right chords, and you make some magic.
And one of the things that we've done really well at is coming up with stations that try them as technicians, right? So if you're not throwing anything new at them, not getting them, challenging them what are we even doing? So, you know, throwing a schematic on there and saying, hey, look, guys, here's a circuit. I need you to build this circuit. You know, there's certain features on a multimeter. A lot of us just forget how to use them, right? Because there's maybe 1, 2, or 3 of them that we use primarily, and then that's it. So, you know, unless they're building circuits every day, this is
just from a visual standpoint, as we watch in now, you know, that's plumb crazy. You know, getting their wits with them. But we got a technical timeout here, I believe, as they all step away from the circuit.
They clear the board. Yep.
Let's see what happens here. No clock stoppage yet.
I don't know.
Clock is still going. We might end up putting time back on the clock.
Much like soccer, I'm not sure if there's any stoppage time added to the end here, but we're down to 34 minutes. And I was going to mention before, as far as the demeanor of both teams, it seems to me, just looking at it from the surface, as a guy that just can read faces, it looks to me that the Edgers are very, very tense right now. And it looks to me that Plum Crazy is actually kind of laid back, and they just seem like a little bit more relaxed in this as they go over this technical problem they're working through with the referee. But just overall, like there's no emotion right now coming from the Plum Crazy team.
Yeah, and you know, I think Edgers have it built in, right? They're always dialed in. What I like to see is that these guys are Plum Crazy. They're dialed in too, right? It's Mack Masters.
Yeah, I mean, and like we said before, you know, what we're watching right now is 2 completely different teams go at it right now. Because again, like we said before, it's one of those things where, hey, we're the defending champions. We're coming on in here. We know what we do. We know exactly what it took last year, or I'm sorry, 2 years ago.
And it looks like they're back in here. I don't know if they're adding any time.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. What it looked like is they had an issue with the schematic viewer, so they paused while they got it pulled back up. And so now both teams are
now, how does that affect the flow? Right?
It absolutely does. In fact, yesterday, what was it? Cloudflare was down, and so our impact wasn't working for certain stations. So we were constantly having to add more time at the end of the 30-minute period just to make sure that the teams had the adequate time that 30 minutes that they started with.
You notice one of those stacks, how high that stack is getting.
There's
How
three
many
wires
can you plug in?
That's a big splice point, Yep. And so what you'll see is when they get it done, they're going to flip a couple switches up there at the top, and you're going to get a set of lights that illuminate at the bottom. They're also going to have like a left and right turn signal, and so the trainer will ask them, or the referee will ask them, okay, hey, demonstrate, and then next switch is going to be those the fog lamps.
So when exactly do you know
the snowplow lights?
So now, when exactly do you know it's to its completion? How many lights have to illuminate? Like, what are we looking for? What is the telltale sign that it's
on
over?
The bottom there? I think it's. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Watch this.
Oh, wait.
Here we go. We're verifying.
We have ourselves.
Yep. See.
Oh boy.
Hold on. Yeah. It's looking good. That's it.
Got it. That's it. All right. Be right back, boys.
Good job. Look at that, Mike. Edgers got that one, didn't they? Yep. So did you see how
David
he was going
mentioned
through?
earlier, this was a little over 10 minutes.
Yep.
That's counting the pause time.
But did you see how he was going through and they were verifying that?
Yes.
The operation of those different switch functionality?
So they're all putting their headsets down, their microphones. They didn't use those microphones very much at all. They were very dialed in.
Yep.
Excuse me,
and we see that a lot with
So we got winners, official?
They know what they're doing. They don't come to play games.
The Edgers have won?
And they execute very
All
well.
right, ladies and gentlemen, the clock is stopped about 15 minutes into this and heading to the finals. Once again, a round of applause for our winners, the Edgers!
How impressive. I mean, what?
Next year when you come here, you should get a tattoo.
For the Edgers? You get an Edgers tattoo. Who says I don't already have one?
Thank you guys for Plum Crazy. A round of applause for the semifinals. Plum Crazy coming in here. The Edgers have yourselves a seat, and we will see you guys in just a little bit.
What do you say? Do you say I look good?
All right, we're going to reset the stations, and we will get back with you with our second semifinal matchup in just a few minutes.
To this event, you know, we talked about this before. 45, I believe it was 45 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
And then less than 10 down for it to be over. Look at you reaching your hand over here, Dave Sturgio.
Just coming in.
If I reach my hand, but I do it on a lean, no one will see my hand just come across. Come on
nobody
now.
saw that, I swear.
Nobody saw it. He's back. Welcome back. How'd it feel up there? What was the energy like?
You could tell the energy was up there, and going up there, you looked over at the edgers, and you just knew. They just were like, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. This was the result we were expecting.
They don't let me go up there. They don't let me go up there.
But now we have to look at this. You know, of course, we have two more teams. We have the Knight Riders. We have third line Grinders, who will be competing.
Good matchup too, by the way. Really good matchup.
Now, what are the Edgers doing right now? They're taking some time. They're just going to maybe grab a bite to eat. They're going to relax. But
I would probably
it's not
be
like
chest bumping.
Oh, okay. I'm sure
they gotta
there's
be
a
excited.
celebration. I'm sure there's a celebration.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, they still have absolutely no idea what's coming up next for them in the finals. There's no way to sit back and, okay, guys, let's you know, if this was any other sport, let's say, right, you'd have the ability to go, okay, here's where we're at. Here's our two teams we're going to compete against. But it's not like that. Yes, you're technically competing against another team, but you're really just competing against yourself and the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, one of the coolest things about being able to sit here right now, we don't have to reset the stations.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
It's
just a matter of just pop, 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 just taking all the plugs out, or there's a science to also resetting things?
Well, in this case, no. There's not too much to go with that. But
I would hate to be that
so
guy.
then go pull some plugs, Dave.
I've tied some knots that look way worse than that. So.
Yeah, I've seen your knots.
Oh, we're going to cover it up again.
It's getting
That's
covered
pretty
back
cool.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody is going to know what is
See
on
if I
that
can't
board.
just get you covered.
I'm gonna leave you guys to it as I get over there, get ready for our second semifinal matchup as they reset, and
have fun. Hey, when you go up there, just like whisper my name.
Oh, you want me to shout you out?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Definitely got it.
Me too.
Yeah, you can do him too. But I'm gonna wave. He doesn't have to wave.
I'm not
Good.
We look
As
so
Dave
weird
leaves
when
us.
look. We're like sitting.
Just the two of us here. How are you? You're tall. Is your seat higher than mine, or am I just
I'm just a little bit
short in the legs and short in the?
a lot taller than you. Look how good.
Yeah. I mean, we're live right now, so I'm sure everybody at home is appreciating us just,
Oh,
you know,
we're up there.
ogling ourselves on the screen here. But
I can't
but it's
not look. I
exciting.
can't
This
not
is
look.
exciting.
Look.
I know. How could you not? Look at that. Toys for Tots bracelet going on
Yeah,
there.
look,
too.
I got some
Look at it. Yeah.
player
you got a
cards
nice
right, and you
little-
do a good job. I'll get you one of these.
I know. I need a pin. I need one of those pins. But as the next team's going to be coming in here momentarily, so we're going to send it right on back up to our colleague Dave Sturgio.
Do you think he's going to shout me out?
I don't think he will.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about set for our second semifinal matchup of this afternoon. Once again, congratulations to the Edgers as they take their seat in the finals of the 2025 Mack Masters. But without further ado, it is time for our next matchup. Introducing first, from Tech Equipment in Seattle, Washington, ladies and gentlemen, the third line Grinders. And their opponents. Took them a little while to get here, ladies and gentlemen. But introducing from Volvo Commercial Vehicles in Brisbane, North Australia, ladies and gentlemen, the Knight Riders.
So welcome both teams to the 2025 Mack Masters semifinals. Today we are going to be doing an electrical challenge. So on each side here we have an electrical board which will simulate a 2017 Mack Granite light circuit. Your task will be to install the plow lights, or wire the plow lights. Now from our team in Australia, have you guys normally see snow plows or? No, not quite. All right, so I'm just gonna take a quick second to introduce how they're supposed to work. So the regular base lights of the truck operate as normal. When we actuate the auxiliary switch or the snowplow lights, the high and low beam function will no longer be in the standard truck lights, but now on the plow lights. However, the turn signals will operate on both. You will be provided with one wiring schematic. It'll be loaded on the screens for you to navigate. If in the event that you burn a fuse, just let your judges know. You will step back from the board and they will replace the fuse for you. Once the fuse is replaced, you may begin work again. You have 45 minutes to complete this challenge. However, it is a race. The first team to complete the challenge wins. Do you have any questions? Questions? Judges, are you guys ready? All right, so please proceed to the boards. We're going to get you wired with the headsets, and we will begin.
Dave Sturgio disappoints without the shout out.
Yeah.
Of
He
James
might. He might still do it.
He might. I mean, I think even the house could hear us for a second there. I tried to give him the Iggy, as they say in other businesses, but
He totally had an opportunity. He could have done that for me. Yeah.
well, he went into business for himself. You know, that's
true. When he comes back, I'm going to talk like him.
You should. He is a great ring announcer, though. I will give him that. Great announcer. Man of great beard. Also, some might call him a slacker because I don't think he needs to be up on stage anymore. I think he's just taking the opportunity.
Sure, just leaving us here. But I would argue that the attention's on us anyway.
Yeah, that's all right.
Probably. But here's the other thing. You're these guys coming in. You know that they had 45 minutes to complete. This previous group of teams had 45 minutes, and they were done in just about 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
That's got to be running through their brains.
Now, do they know that? Do they know? I mean, I guess they can do the math,
Yeah,
right?
we are
ready over here.
Yep.
But they didn't know any. This is.
We are
important
ready
for folks
over
at home.
here.
No, they did not watch this.
We're going to get a 5-second countdown. Guys, are you ready in the audience?
And remember,
There we go. Some enthusiasm here. It's 3, it's 2, it's 1. Let's go.
it's go time.
Here we go. Look at the boards being revealed here, and it's exciting.
So keep in mind, if I'm the other team, right before I came out here, oh, hey, thanks for shouting me out, buddy.
You know, there's only a time and a place for everything.
Remember, if I'm the other team and I'm back there, and you know the other team is getting the station done really quick. Now,
Which team are you talking about?
that's going to have a psychological impact on me.
Right.
All right, so here's
Like the Edgers, right? The Edgers got it done super quick.
That's his
So
best
this-
version.
I
these
feel like
guys-
he's doing me here.
Yeah,
Okay.
These guys came out here and they're like, man, right?
All right.
Was it good?
All right,
Tremendous-
Mr.
hey,
Logistics.
Tremendous voice, though.
Listen,
Great
no,
job.
you know what's funny? I was up there and I'm introducing both teams, and I'm like, wait a minute,
Let me forget.
Australia, no snow, no snow plows.
Yeah.
That's
But I asked the
very-
referee, I said, hey, can I place my DraftKings bet right now?
Yeah, there you go.
And he said no, because it's an electrical board. It's something that they're used to, and if you're able to read the schematics,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
easy peasy.
Yep.
Let's get it done.
Yeah. Now, if it were somebody not Mack Masters that had said that, yeah, I'd say okay, they probably just, you know, but you're not going to have these guys saying it. I mean, electricity's electricity. It's
Right.
been the same for forever.
Right.
It's all in how they read and interpret a schematic, right? And then again, working as a team.
Now, the Night Riders, we might have to give a shout out.
kid.
I do shout outs. Here's my longtime close personal dear friend, Bill Daniels. You might remember him. No?
No, when I think of Night Riders, I think of David Hasselhoff. That's where I'm at.
You don't know Bill Daniels?
No, who's Bill Daniels?
Mr. Feeney.
Oh,
Also Kit.
Oh, what?
I'm
Hey.
sorry. William Daniels is how you know.
Yes.
I know him as Bill. Good friend of mine.
Yes.
Did he or did he not open up one of my shows?
He absolutely did.
He absolutely did.
They're close,
Great
good
guy.
friends. So
Close personal, longtime friend.
back to the action here as the
Hold on.
team from
I
down
gotta
under.
I got to pick up
Was
that
that a
name I
soft-
just dropped.
Was that a soft plug?
I'm not sure what
I
it
got to
was.
pick up that name I just dropped. No, I don't do that show anymore. I won Best Host, and then I ended it. That was it.
So nobody else can win it.
Nobody.
I totally understand.
That's it.
Fair. That's usually the
So look at
intensity
this-
here.
People at
Yeah,
home,
yeah.
they're going Best
Look at these
Host. I don't buy it. He's leaning over there, right? He's looking at he's looking at the schematics.
Yep.
Great overhead shot of the trophy
So-
too. Somebody's going to be going home with that in just
The
a
other
few.
thing he's doing is, so they got their headsets on, right? They're communicating with each other, which is awesome. But he's calling out, right? So from A to B, where is that wire going to start? Where is it going to? And very important, right? Because he's the one looking at the schematic right now. In the event he calls it wrong, his teammates, right? And then they're moving on.
And now they're down the wrong.
And
they're just completely
yeah,
down
and then
the
imagine
wrong
you're 30
rabbit hole.
wires in, you go to hit that button, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
What would lead them to call it wrong? Like, what is a scenario where they could
So if you see the schematic there,
misunderstand?
right?
Yeah.
I can be tracing this line, but I'm tracing this line with 30 other lines around me, right? So if I get off just real quick on another line and I start following that, boom,
Wow.
that quick. I mean, look at that P.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, it's pretty intense.
Absolutely intense game of Jenga, really.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous, right? They're racing the clock. It's not uncommon. Just so you guys know, I got the station done in like 3.5 minutes.
Sure. Oh, I had no
I'll
question.
believe that when I
3.5
see it.
minutes.
No
But
question.
I do have to once again question as a performer, right?
Yeah.
As you're trying to get this done, you say it's a race against the clock. Are you more focused on just getting it done, knowing that you have to be first?
Yes.
Because if you're not first, according to sources,
You're
you're
last.
last. You're
Yeah.
right, and strong sources, Ricky Bobby.
Yep.
And of course, when I'm looking at this, do you even does the clock even matter at this point? Because it's really a competition against each other, and I doubt if this goes to a draw, they're not just going to hand the Edgers the championship.
How does
here.
that work?
And
It
it's not-
does go to a time limit draw here.
It's not good. And that's what I mean by racing the clock, right? You are trying to get this done correct in as quick as possible, because just as soon as this, any of these teams are getting verified, the other team's right there.
Right.
One slip up, boom, done. And the more wires you put on that board, I promise, the harder it's going to be, or I'm sorry, the easier it is to mess up.
You know, I also just noticed too. Now, let's just say the team thinks it's done. It's time to test it out. That lag time between the testing will give the other team an opportunity to just keep working, because now they're delayed because now they got to start all over, or at least fix the problem and diagnose the problem.
Now, here's another thing. Let's just say they go to get it verified and it doesn't verify. That psychological,
Right. Yeah.
because now you have to figure out where they've messed up.
And let me ask you, what's a better method at that point? Do you just pull all the plugs and start from scratch, or do
So
you waste?
Yeah, it's like a troubleshooting thing,
or do
like-
you spend your time trying to figure out which one's wrong? What would you think is the less time-consuming process to get back to where you want to be?
Well, you could, more than likely, you can figure out if the issue's on the high side or the low side, right? The high beams or the low beams. But when I did this station, the first time I did it, I messed up.
6
And that
minutes
was
down,
because
by
of
the
what I
way.
told you guys, how I did it. I started going through them, trying to backtrack, and before you know it, you're getting lost in spaghetti, right? So instead, it was easier for me to pull everything off the board and
Start from scratch.
reset. Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, I beat my time. Right. So
Because at that point you thought you were right there, so now you kind of want to go right back into the groove of your starting process here, and looks to me right now that the team from down under, they're cruising right now. I feel like they have a little confidence, and they're starting to go.
And keep in mind now, right? You don't know if you got it right until it's verified. The other thing that I see that these guys are doing is they got multiple people putting plugs in, right?
Yeah, we did not see that.
That's
on the
true,
other-
very true.
Right? And I would argue that personally on my side, that wouldn't be my strategy, because I got a guy looking at the schematic, I got a guy verifying that schematic, right? Hey, pin A to pin B, or pin C to pin D, splice point here, but multiple hands in the pot. What if somebody puts it in the wrong spot? Right. He's focused on his area. If I got another guy over here, it's harder for me to double back and check on it.
Right, and maybe it's a better method to have people who are standing back, and now you've got multiple eyes watching over the one person doing it.
Yeah, if
who
I
can say, hey, no, that wasn't right.
Again, I can barely change a tire at this point, but what if I will say is that I would definitely have one person controlling every single puck, because if you don't and you cross each other and one guy makes the wrong move, now you're questioning, okay, what did you just do? Now what do I got to do to fix it? Right now, there's a whole nother problem.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm double verifying schematic, right? So you got it up on the board there. You got a guy reading it in the on the computer, right? Verifying, and I got a guy saying, hey, yep, going here to here, and then boom, I'm plugging. Then maybe the other guy's just there for verification and saying,
plug, right? Watching to make sure they plugged it in.
Or hey,
right
man,
place,
nope, wrong spot. Hey, goes here.
Sure.
Right. That was what got me. The other thing that got me was the way that
now you can see there's a change being made here.
So you see where it says up there, relay 97, 85, 86, 30, right? The way that looks there is different than it is on the schematic. So if they're not paying attention to that, that will also get them. They have to know which pins are what on that relay on the schematic, right? To match up on that board. It's a challenging station.
But the discussion that we had earlier with the plow, with the snow plow, it's not like these trucks are made to not have that feature somewhere where there's no snow. Is that correct? So, for instance,
universally made.
The truck. So they're still familiar with the ins and outs of the truck, right?
Yeah, and what it could also be, so this is just snowplow lights, right? So this could be additional lights that a DOT, just a normal DOT adds, or, they add additional lights to their truck. In this case here, it's specific to the snowplow lights, yeah. So obviously Australia, which I would love to go.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Headbutt some kangaroos.
Yeah,
100%.
I would try to ride one.
I don't know how that would work out for you. Those things they're tough.
No, I hear some. I know this is sound a little minuscule thing, but I hear some laughter, and it wasn't coming from the team from Australia. So it seems to me that the other, the Night Riders, the third line grinders are a little bit more loose. They're
or was it nervous laughter?
That's
was
possible
it
too.
I just totally screwed up. I'm gonna laugh about it.
No,
you know
what?
I can't believe I did that.
Or did we
Here
just do this to ourselves?
Right.
Yep.
As we're just eclipsing the 10-minute mark of this one.
You see the standstill. What's going to happen is, if they're not paying attention, or too many people got their hands in there, now they have to double back.
But you do see the confirmation
Yep.
going on here with the Night Riders, where he's kind of pointing out. One
This looks
gentleman's
to me.
pointing out to
This
the other
looks to
one.
me like they're both sides are doubling back.
So you're saying you think somebody made a mistake?
Yep. That's what it looks like here. It's at a standstill.
Now
Nobody's
they
touching the
know-
board. Look.
Oh, well, hold on.
Nope,
Oh,
they're
wait a
testing
minute.
something here.
Hold on.
Saw some lights go on.
Nope.
So far, we got a shake of the no here. This is the third line grinders trying to get it done. Now they're going back to the board.
See? Yep.
Right back to the schematics here, trying to figure out.
And this is what I was telling you guys, right? When I did it the first time and I got it wrong, that mental, break.
Dave. At least he thinks that.
There was a discussion between the one judge and the head referee, and he shook his head no.
Yeah.
So something did not get done.
Yep. Now they got to go back and figure out what, and that's the problem.
That
because
has
look
to
at all
be
that spaghetti. Yep. That was where you decide, hey, do I start over, or do we take the extra time?
And
now is there
Night Riders, maybe you're having this opportunity. Maybe you're not lost. Maybe you're just slightly slower than the other team, and this is your opportunity to catch up now.
Yep. Because now, in my mind, they're having to verify. They're having to
Now,
figure it out.
when they're in the verifying process, when they're trying to figure out, hey, did we just get this thing done? Is there any kind of sign where you realize, okay, it's the left blinker or something, and you're like, okay, that's what I have to fix? Or is it completely blind?
No, so depending on where they're at on the schematic, first they have to identify. And it would probably be easier for them to say, okay, do we want to work on the low? These guys aren't getting it either, it doesn't look like.
Oh, we got some lights.
Hold on here. Nope. So see, now we're going to start to see them going at, verifying as they go, right? So they just had him come back over.
Well, he's going across the, but that's a stretch there. That's
definitely tense because as
I
they're
believe
going
both
through,
teams now have not. They've tried and they've
Look at these
both
wires.
failed.
Look how
look,
many
see,
wires.
yeah.
This is.
It's so difficult to figure out where you messed up. See, I mean, you can see it.
It's in his face.
Yeah, and it's a challenge, man. You're tracing wires that you literally breezed past, from A to B, and now you got to go back and figure out where does it go? Where did I mess up?
Right. Yeah, I think the troubleshooting process right now, when you don't complete it, has to be just an absolute migraine.
And what if you messed up twice? What if you messed up two things? So now you're looking for that one thing you did wrong. You correct that one thing you did wrong, but now you've actually missed something else. So maybe you think that correction wasn't the correction it needed to be. There's, again, that's why we talked about it. And I say this with truly no understanding of how to do this. I could sit there for days on end and it would never happen. But if I'm looking at this, I'm pulling all the wires and I'm starting over. That would be
I
my
think that's
strategy.
kind of my strategy as well. Like, this isn't your your prototypical. Just turn it on and turn it off.
But
Okay, try blowing on it.
yeah.
Give me a Sega Genesis reference for 1,000, Alex.
Here we go. Let's see.
I think we got something here.
Let's see here. Nope. And you're hearing them. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the guys out there, they're getting that mic feedback.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're hearing them go through and relay
A lot
43.
more conversation than we heard from the edgers.
Well, you know what? Not for nothing, but
crazy.
the conversation is because of the
They're
failures.
trying to verify.
The failed attempts.
They're trying to verify. Yeah. And it is a struggle, man. This, like I'm telling you, this is probably my favorite station. When we came down to test these out, you look at all these wires, but mine looked so much worse. I mean, it was a plate of spaghetti.
Now, looking at this though, you're what 15? Let's say 15 minutes down at this point. The question has got to be: is that in their minds at all? When they're thinking about this, they know how long it took for the edgers to win. Is that something that's going to, whoever does walk away the winner of this, that's got to be in the back of their mind going into the finals of, hey, this took us so much longer to do this one. Now, I know the finals will be something completely different, but at the same time, that's got to be in the back of their minds of, man, this is taking longer.
No, you know what? I think working it. Oh,
There it is.
Wait a minute.
We ourselves a third line grinders.
I got it. You were so busy talking to me, I missed it.
That's it.
We have third line grinders and edgers that are going to be advancing.
We should note that is the first and second seed.
Yep.
So
Very intense, very intense. We saw the look on you guys' eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner. And it is heading to the finals to take on the Edgers, the third line grinders. Congratulations to you guys as well. Thank you so much for your semifinals attempts. We will see you guys in the finals. We will be back in just a little bit to crown the 2025 Mack Masters Champions.
actually was not much longer than the edges. I think it was just the tension of what had gone on beforehand.
Yeah.
We're back here. Look at us.
Let's take a couple seconds. Look at that.
Man.
Oh, just kidding.
All right, folks. Now it looks like we've got a 60-minute break here
I think is that lunchtime?
And I'm just getting word that we are trying to start the final matchup at 12:40, ladies and gentlemen. 12:40, the finals for the 2025 Mack Masters. Make sure you visit all of our food trucks and grab yourself a snack, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
What's happening here? What is happening?
Maybe I'm just doing it on purpose.
So yeah, folks, we will be back if we're even on right now, if you can even hear us.
Probably not. They probably cut us off. Thanks for the name drop, dude.
Are we cut off? Are we cut off? Are we off?
Yep.
All right, we're off.
everybody. There we go. Come on, a little bit. Welcome back. We're getting ready for the finals here of Mack Masters. We have the Edgers versus Third Line Grinders. But before we get to that, please allow me to introduce to you, he's the North American president of Mack Trucks, Mr. Jonathan Randall.
I get music. All right. Hey. Hello, everyone. That's a beauty. I will tell you that I do miss last year because I really kind of am bummed that I am no longer the juggernaut. I'm now just back to being Jonathan Randall, so it's a little disappointing. But I'll roll with it. First of all, if you're here, congratulations to everyone. Right? 16 countries, 450 give or take teams, 1,600 people, and it boiled down to this over the last 3 days. So first of all, congratulations to each and every one of the teams that made it here to Allentown, the birthplace of Mack. Second, I love the natural rivalry. I made some notes. East Coast versus West Coast. I just jotted down a couple quick notes. Red Sox versus Dodgers. I don't know. Are you gonna? Yeah. All right. Sorry. All right. I'm a Boston guy, so this is going to be Boston-centric. I might have a bent towards the East Coast. Celtics versus Lakers. Ugh. Thin crust pizza versus Wolfgang Puck. Ugh. What's this one? I might need my glasses. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Cheesesteak versus farm to table. Ripple versus Cabernet. What else do I have? Soda, East Coast. West Coast Pop. East Coast Jimmy's. West Coast Sprinkles. Some of you probably know this. East Coast Sneakers, West Coast Tennies. And then the biggest one of all, Biggie versus Tupac. Let's make sure before we go into this finals we check the weapons. So here's my comments. Mack is celebrating, or wrapping up celebrating, 125 years in existence. There are countries that don't last 125 years. And the fact is that not only are we 125 years old, we remain incredibly relevant in the core market in which we started back in 1900. And it's an amazing feat. How? Why? And a lot of the how and a lot of the why is represented in this room today and in the 1,600 competitors that competed in the Mack Masters. I've said this before, and I'll have to probably publicly acknowledge it. The sales guys, sales gals do a really good job getting the customers in the door, getting them to buy the truck. It's everything that happens after that that keeps them coming back. And that's you all. So thank you very much for everything you do for driving 125 years of success. In the past year, Mack has retained its '1 customer satisfaction standard in third-party testing. It's fantastic. We went from number 6 6 years ago to #1 3 years ago, and we maintained our #1 position. This year, #1 in most recommended brand and #1 in net promoter score. That happens at dealerships and in our shops and with our service folks and with our parts folks and our salespeople. Again, thank you very much for driving that performance. That's an applause line. It's absolutely an applause line. And the other thing that's really kind of great in the last year as well we do an ATD, American Truck Dealer Association. That's not an association, it's American Truck Dealers. An attitude survey of our dealers and their view of their OEM partners. Mack has struggled there, quite honestly. Out of the 7 OEMs, we've really kind of been in 6th place, give or take. In this past year, we've jumped from number 6 to number 3. And what gives me hope there, our excitement there, is that our dealers and the folks that are working with our dealers are aligned with our goals. And not only aligned with our goals, they're aligned with the things that we are doing to be successful in the long term. The launch of the Pioneer, the launch of the Anthem, a new production facility, everything that we've got going on, the nearly $3 billion of investment by the group into this market, and our dealers are aligned with us. So again, it is a fantastic time for Mack. It is a fantastic time to be affiliated with this brand. Congratulations to everybody that participated and made it here today, and thank you for everything you do on behalf of our brand and our customers. With that, let's kick off the East Coast versus West Coast. Who am I turning this over to? Thank you, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be hard to follow, but we are about to crown our 2025 Mack Masters champions. We're going to catch up with both teams as they bring themselves back out here. So introducing first, once again, from the Tech Equipment in Seattle, Washington, the Third Line Grinders.
Here we go. We got the Third Line Grinders. Moving on. Can you hear me? All right. Excellent. Gentleman and lady. The only one, right? The only one competing here. So, we saw in the last one, it looked like there was a little bit of a hiccup at one point. Can you guys kind of explain what happened there, and more importantly, how you overcame that?
No hiccup. We were just moving along. And there's one circuit that had a little bit of a ground missing, and we figured that out quite easily and moved on.
You did figure that out easily. Also, we had, 45 minutes, and it took you guys less than 15 to get through that, so that was really impressive. How are you feeling going into this now? Of course, you are the challengers going up against the reigning champions. How are you feeling?
I think all the pressure was earlier. We've made it this far, and to be here is, we're lucky and we're good, and we'll see what we can do.
All right. I want to let you guys talk too, so what other questions can we ask here, right? No, how are you feeling being up here?
Amazing.
It's amazing. Is this something, if you can explain to people who are maybe watching something like this for the first time, how important is even going this far, right, to the finals of Mack Masters? How important is that to you?
It's a culmination of all the hard work we've put in for years, some of us decades, and it's just really awesome to be here, and we're ecstatic to have gone this far. I think every team out there could be here as well.
All right, we got one more competition for you guys, though. If you'll step over there for just a moment, we're going to introduce. Do you have this right here?
Yes, sir. All right. Introducing the reigning defending champions from Trans Edge Truck Center right here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Edgers!
Not your first time doing this. You are the reigning and defending champions. 2 years ago, you competed, you were victorious, got some nice championship belts. Now you have this. You have this waiting for you or for you. We're going to see who that goes for. So, my question is, to be back here, what does it feel like after what you experienced 2 years ago to be back on the stage?
Oh, it's just unbelievable to keep on the PR, and everyone has to go through us in our territory to come and win this competition.
That's a great point, right? You are the hometown heroes here, okay? So what is it for you about being a part of Mack Masters and being the defending champions and having it be here in Allentown, in your home? What does that do for you?
It's great being here. I don't really know, man. It's awesome being here. It's tons of work put in to get here, and these guys put on a ton of work. It's awesome just being here at home and showing what we can do here in Allentown.
How do you mentally prepare going into something that you, at this point in time, still have absolutely no idea what challenge is ahead of you? How do you prepare for that?
It's just like waking up every day and going to work.
Well said. And finally, because everybody has to have an opportunity to speak, right? I want you. Well, now I have to ask you a question. I'll make it easy for you. Who's going to win?
We are.
Well, we'll find out just about now-ish, right? I'm going to hand this back over to my colleague, Dave Sturcio. Good luck, everybody. We're going to bring both teams up.
Get our official referee in here for this potential bloodbath. This is going to be good. Here we go.
All right, everybody take a deep breath. All right, go, go, go. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. So here we are at the finals. Let's get right into it. So this truck was originally at another shop. It was there for a complaint of lack of power. Unfortunately, that shop was unable to repair the truck, and it has been towed to your dealership. At the moment, the customer is unaware of what repairs have been done. All he knows is the truck will not start. Your task is very simple. You need to diagnose what the defective part or parts is. You need to identify the parts, record them on your activity sheet, and obtain those parts from the parts department that is on either side of your truck. Once you've obtained the parts, you need to install the parts and get the truck running. First truck running wins. For this activity, you're allowed to use Premium Tech Tool and Impact. That's it. There are no fault codes for this concern. Are there any questions? No questions? All right, so we're going to go to our individual judges. We're going to get wired up again. Once we're ready to go, we'll begin.
Do you think they'll come and tag me in?
I don't think they're going to. No, I don't. Not even a little. But as you can see right now, they are getting their headsets on. They're
probably bringing me one.
What I thought was interesting was when I asked them how they're feeling about it, the pressure going into this. The general consensus that you got from both teams is there is no pressure, right? The pressure's over. We've made it this far. And also, we heard this is what getting up and going to work is every day. We have no idea what lays ahead of us.
It's kind of like me sitting here next to you.
Yeah, showtime, right? This is it. So, Dave Sturcio hopefully is going to shout you out because I didn't get an opportunity.
Hopefully, somebody's recording it.
I hope so. But okay, tell us a little bit about what it is that what they've been instructed with thus far.
So they have a no start station. They're going to have to troubleshoot, identify what's wrong, go up to the parts counter, and potentially get the correct part, right? Install it, get the truck to run. First person to start the truck wins. So this is kind of where we were 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago we had a no start.
Yep. And that's the beauty of that is if you're watching at home, if you're here, you
Just
know if
checking
someone
with
won.
both referees right now
as
to make
as
sure
that
we're
truck
good to go.
turns on,
Yeah.
you can't miss it in a
Not yet,
inside
not
like
yet.
this. You know when that truck is turned on, and that's exciting.
Yep. Do you think he's going to do it?
Dave Sturcio?
Yeah.
Send a smoke signal over here. There we go.
Sending smoke
Dave,
signals.
Dave, shout me out, bro.
We're all set?
All we need
We're
is
all
a
set.
James Mays.
Let's count us down for the championship round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
And we're off. He didn't shout me out.
He
That's
did
fair.
not.
That's fine. I was actually practicing his voice while you guys were up on the stage without me. Good job, bro.
Forgot your name.
Thanks. I don't even know why they got me sitting by you, to be honest.
For the
Good
expertise
job,
that
man.
you bring to the
Yes,
to the
yes.
to the game here, and
So, what was
walk
it
us
like
through.
up there? I mean, hold on. Before we get into that, I want to know what it was like up there because they keep me.
I tell you
hidden back
what. I tell you what. Standing next to the referee, once both teams went to their respective stations,
It's warm up there. isn't it?
it's the you can cut the tension with a
Yeah.
knife. Absolutely, these guys are dialed in. Part 1, diagnose. Part 2, let's order the parts. Part 3, let's get it done. So there's a lot involved, but they do have 1 hour. Now remember, 2 years ago, the Edgers were here. They had an hour, 8 minutes. So let's find out if they can go back to back.
Yep.
They seemed confident when I spoke to them earlier. They seemed very, very confident. And they also felt like they didn't want to speak.
Look at him. Just dialed.
His
in,
eyes
man.
are, you can see it in his eyes. You can see how focused he is.
Remember, we will find out who wins when the truck starts. That's how it all.
No, they're
Nope.
Oh boy.
No, that was close, folks.
That looked like a verification procedure to me. They're just trying to,
Now, again, you're the expert here. Like, when you crank that and you hear it and you get that little pulse, does any amount of kick over, does
Gotta
it
run.
determine anything?
Got to run.
Okay.
Yep. What they were probably doing there is just verifying, right? So, even though the complaint is, hey, truck doesn't start, he went in there, verified that the truck doesn't start, right?
But that doesn't indicate, I think it's kind of maybe what Dave's suggesting. It doesn't give you any sort of, I heard it go for
Well, it depends.
3 seconds.
Right, that's
Is
what I was
that
trying to
different
Excessive
than-
cranking, excessive cranking. Does it start up and then does it die? There's a ton of different possibilities for how it would sound.
And that's what we're
that they're
doing here.
probably,
We're trying-
that they're probably looking for.
We're trying to diagnose why it is not starting, right? That's part 1.
Yep.
Why is it not starting? Once you figure that out, what part do we need? We go buy that part,
And
we come back,
remember,
then we install it.
No fault codes. No fault codes.
I was just going to say, so you can't even, there's not a computer that can run this.
Symptom-based troubleshooting.
Wow,
right?
that is so old school.
They would
Yeah, that's right there. Look at
they would
this.
go in there and they would
Great camera.
look
Great
up,
camera shot,
crank no start, and then follow those procedures. But in this case here, I think we're past that. I think these guys are going to try to. You should be able to maneuver on their own.
Of course, home field advantage
Yep.
has to go to the Edgers. Also, the Edgers coming in here as defending champions. There is
You asked them right, who's going to win? Us. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
simple
simple
as that.
That's it. The confidence is there. You
Some
can't
call
deny
that a softball of a question.
Right.
Some call that I had 3 questions prepared and there were 4 of them. But you think on your feet and you do what you got to do. Now, we see in some cases there's somebody under the truck. There's also people obviously working above. What is right there? Can you kind of walk
That's
us
a
through what he's
fuel-water
doing?
separator. It looks like they got it unplugged right now. Right.
You can see the fuel or something, the
Yep,
yellow
it
liquid
says-
up top.
Yep, there's fuel in there. So it's a fuel water separator. If they were to turn it so counterclockwise, right, they could drain the water in the fuel. That's essentially what it does.
Okay.
It drains the water from the fuel. So what it looks like is they're chasing fuel, at least from what we see here, right? If they have the fuel water or the water and fuel sensor unplugged.
Now, also, is there any kind of, we mentioned it before with all the circuits and the boards and how many people put their hands all over the wires. Now, is this another strategy-based thing where it's like, okay, look, we only need one guy up top, one guy below, the rest have to just focus in on the diagnostics?
No, I think here it's a play to your strength.
Okay.
Right. So especially when it comes to the Edgers, the other guys are new here, so I haven't got to see them outside of the competitions that we had the last couple of days. And realistically, it was only just one day that they were here.
Right.
But the Edgers know who goes where.
Okay.
Right on the truck. There's no fault codes, so you got, one guy's maybe looking in impact, one guy's looking in premium tech tool. You got the rest of them are searching on the truck, right? I would say that we're probably outside of the searching. On the Edger's side, he looked pretty dialed in there.
And we're just eclipsing over just 5 minutes into this 1 hour long competition.
Zero mercy.
And when you have an hour, I feel like there's a little bit more of a grace period. But again, you're not really
But it's a
racing against the
competition,
clock.
right?
You're racing against your opponent. We have a hose loose over here, looks like.
Yeah. So looks
Call
like
that.
they are testing fuel pressure. I think they got a fuel pressure test kit out.
And that's
if I'm
nothing
not
you can
mistaken.
determine based off of what it sounded
So
like.
what they're
when
going to try to do, if that was what I think it was, is they'll connect that into the system. They'll crank and they'll try to see what the pressure is on the low pressure side, right? So typically, at least in this case, from what I see, being that we don't have any fault codes, it would make sense to troubleshoot low pressure fuel system first, right? If it's on the high pressure side, then usually it's going to come with a good set of fault codes, right?
Got it.
Because what we're expecting to see up top is based off of what we're measuring on the low pressure side. So if there's a mismatch there, you get a deviation.
Look at the intensity.
Yeah.
And I know we're just commentating on people looking at a screen, but you can see in their eyes how much you can
Look
see.
at how clean that
they're-
engine looks, too. Man. Look at that.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw an engine that clean?
You can eat off it.
But you look at it and you think in their eyes, you can see the eyes tell a story, right?
Yeah.
You can see how they're darting back and forth. They are so focused in on trying to figure this out. Now, here's a question. What are they looking at on that screen? We saw they were looking at schematics on the first round. What is it that they're necessarily looking at on the
Right
screen?
now it looks like they're looking at the piping, so they got can't really tell from here. It looks like the fuel filter housing is what they got pulled up. So on this side anyways, right? I don't know if you can see on the
Yep,
display
I can see it
there.
from a distance, yeah.
And so if they are looking for a specific part, they got the part numbers over there to the right. So again, they may have identified something, and I can't see on the other side if they're over there asking for a part or not, but
Well, looks like you
There's
can see right
Dave.
there. There's a part involved.
Hey, Dave.
So now, what is he doing right there? You saw it looked like he was
Who?
in the truck over here. It looks like on the like what is that? What is that piece?
It looked like a is it a spanner to take the filter off.
Okay. Looking through the drawer here, hasn't
Yeah.
found what he wanted yet.
Now, are all tools at their disposal? Is there anything illegal that they can't use, or?
No, that toolbox. So, like they said in the beginning, Premium Tech Tool and Impact. It's all they can use for software.
Got it.
But all of the tools, yeah, the station managers do a really good job of putting everything out. So they're not limited. Great toolboxes too. by the
Oh
way.
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Put that on my Christmas list.
Yeah.
No, they're
So
reconnecting
that is
something.
that is a pressure test that they're going to perform on the
So
low
now
pressure
they're
side.
just assuming it has something to do with the pressure.
They're chasing fuel is
Okay.
what this is telling me. Yeah. And so there's a test. So if you look at the screen over there now, they're going to walk through the test and
Step by
follow
step.
the steps. And so in that test, they'll say, okay, here's what you would expect to see for a pressure when you're cranking, right?
Let me ask you a question from a education versus practice standpoint. These are, right now, these are the finalists. These are two of the best in the world.
East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah. And I guess my question is, how does someone get this good? Is this a combination of your education, learning how to do it, and then just years of experience? I would imagine you have to have hands-on experience to be able
absolutely.
to feel and hear.
Oh, there we go. Wait, we have an attempt here.
It's not feeling good.
Doesn't
That may have
sound
just been a
good.
test.
I believe that was third line grinders giving it a test go.
No, it is. It's absolutely experience, and it's also trial and error, right? Not being afraid to get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you make it to this stage in the game, you're the best of the best. all of these teams that made it here probably run laps around me and you in a heartbeat, right?
I'd like to see them call an offense. That's all I want to
But I do like, you know, even having the instructions pulled up, the procedure pulled up as they're going through, you know, one false or one wrong move here sets you back.
I was just going to say, just like much like we said before, when they're going through the testing and the verification process, that's taking you time to do that. So even trying to start the truck is going to knock off another 10, 15 seconds off your process.
Yep. But at the same time, if I'm the team that's starting the truck, on the other team, I'm thinking, whoa, right? Whoa.
Now, are you whoaing?
If I'm the edge, and I hear,
are you panicking?
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's also a mental game.
Yeah. Maybe I am panicking.
Let me ask you a question. Good strategy. Maybe try and start that up every so often, even if you know you don't have it yet, just to throw off the other team.
That's mind games. Mind games at its finest, really.
Maybe I'm over here. I've got half my team working the problem still, but I'm just going to turn that on just for fun, just to make them
just
think.
for funsies.
I will tell you, when we had to go through to test this fault, I also had to mess around with a test kit, with the pressure test kit. It is so difficult to get that fitting off and get that piece connected. That team that took it off like it was nothing, kudos to them, man. I think it took
just
20
about
minutes.
Yeah, we're about 11 minutes deep now. So we've already surpassed the 2023 finals. Elapsed time to claim victory.
We were in the car on our way home at this point. So we're in it for the long haul. It's fascinating.
Best of the best, man. Best of the best.
Anytime you can watch the best in their field doing something, it's an
I think we're going to get an attempt here by our only female of the competition is in the truck right now. Going to give it a go, possibly.
Nope, they're doing a test.
Okay.
So you see over here on the display, on the screen, they're going through. I think they're getting ready to possibly do that pressure test.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah, as you can see, the hose is still hooked up.
I think having a female on there gives you a bit of an edge, because on the other side, like the edgers, no one's going to stop and ask for directions. You know, this is at least there's an opportunity.
That is well done, Josh. That's why you're the best in the biz, man.
That's it.
You're hearing a lot of cranking over here.
Yep.
Also on the truck. And again, you talked about playing to their strengths, so I'd assume that whoever's underneath the truck right now, that is something where maybe they are the one on the team who's more well-versed in working in that section.
Yeah.
And or the one that's physically more able to get in and out of under the truck. I mean, let's talk about that, you know? Like that's a real thing.
No doubt we got our engine experts. One under the truck, one right there, right?
Now you'll see a lot in it, for regular cars, they'll be lifted up, right?
Yeah.
I'm imagining there aren't any places that are going to lift up a full
Not true.
truck.
Not
Are
true.
there?
Oh yeah, dude. They lift. Oh yeah.
So then, okay, well then that goes to my next question then. When they're normally working under a truck, is it in a situation like this? Would it normally be up on a...
Sure. Well, so it would depend, right? Depends on the tech. If they have it and it's, some of them like getting on a creeper. Might not be that big of a deal. So they, they just slide underneath of it.
In some ways, that might be more comfortable, right?
If it's a bigger job, perhaps dropping something heavy from underneath the truck. Got to get something under there to support that.
Now over here to our left here, what is that now? He's
Second
looking
fuel.
That's just straight fuel.
Now, what I think might be happening.
Nice toss, nice
Yeah,
form toss right there.
Good toss.
Even a little thing like that shows you.
Was that 3-yard gain?
Yeah.
Better toss in your
Tell you what,
Cowboys quarterback.
they're not gonna be running any tush pushes anytime soon.
Tell us a little bit. Hey, now, tell us a little bit about what he's using right there. I mean, it's a flashlight.
It's a flashlight.
But
He's just looking down in there to see. possibly see if they got fuel in the tank.
Could that, I mean, I know that sounds so silly, but could that literally be it? You know, like, hey, we're out of gas. You know what I mean? Like,
Not at
why
this-
then
not
why
at this
why
level.
spend so much
At
time
this
right now
stage.
looking
Remember-
this deep into a
Listen,
gas
somebody
tank?
brings a truck in,
all
and
year
all that
long.
was wrong with it was they were out of gas. I think maybe you take their license
Yeah.
away.
All
No,
year
but I'm saying,
long,
like, what
we're-
is that? What exactly is he looking for as he looks in
maybe
that? Like,
debris, maybe to see if something's so for example, maybe something might be plugged if there's a filter on the end of that inside the tank. Might just be making sure there's no obstruction there. But if you come here thinking that we're just going to put a truck, you know, in front of you that
Not
ain't
the
got
best of
fuel
the
in
best,
it, yeah,
yeah.
buddy, all year long we're here to support you. Today it's us versus them, dude. Still love them.
So do you get, I mean, the longer this takes, the better you must be feeling.
as we've already eclipsed
Right?
15
You're looking at
minutes.
it going,
yeah.
because this is really, your
You're
goal was to
you are
stump them.
challenging
To stump
yes,
them.
Yes, 100%.
15 minutes into the challenge.
They're in
guys.
our house.
Yeah.
Right. And if they come in and it takes 3-5 minutes, it's got to be a challenge. And that's what we heard a lot of yesterday. Is guys left here, they were tired, they were worn out, right? And here today, as you can see, how far in are we?
We're 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Now, what are they looking at right there? You can see on the screen for a second there.
Looks like they're looking for. I'll have to see when they go back. Look like maybe different procedures.
It looks like he's looking up at the stars, just
So
thinking about.
he's writing down a part number. I think he wrote my name, to be honest.
And he's going to have you sign it
Yeah.
right next to it.
Yeah. But no.
Oh, so he
they
just got a part. So does
yep.
that mean where are they
Yep.
then in this?
So this is wild. They did just get a part.
So that means theoretically
they
at least believe they figured out the
Correct.
problem.
Well, and the other thing is, if they ask for the wrong part, we don't have it. Oh, you got to order it, right? So now,
Well, how does that work here?
Same. That's what we would tell them. So obviously, that's our way of saying nope. We don't wrong part. You're off in left
We'd
field.
have to order it. Understood.
Right. But now,
But the fact that she gave a part means
she
they
gave
got
him a
something
part.
right.
They're putting it back together. Now, here's the other thing. Right? She could give him a wrong part. Right? They ask for it. Hey, I'm going to give it to you. They take the time. They put it all back together, only to find out when they go to start it. Nope, doesn't fix the issue. But these guys don't miss. They're dialed in. So I gotta feel like they're onto something. So
right.
And I believe that was the edgers.
Yes,
right?
yeah, absolutely. So
Edgers
here
looking to go
soon,
back to back here.
We could be hearing that truck turning over, and if she starts up and runs, that's it. And then you guys can pick me up and you can carry me around and
Yeah. Celebration.
yeah, parade me around.
You're just about to hit the 18 minute mark.
Excuse me.
Looking back down now into the gas tank. They focused a lot on that gas tank. Maybe they think that's, there's some kind of issue going on.
You got to think
I don't
about
know,
the
man,
people from their dealership, the people, their family
checking
watching
fuel
this.
pressure. Yeah, oh yeah, they're excited. I think maybe my mom's even watching this too.
Yeah, this is something I'm thinking Dave Sturgio, Cowboys fan, can't really relate to being like a fan and watching your team win. But
Yeah.
I just got back from Vegas. They just won a football
I'm
game.
sorry,
guys.
you know what, and I want to apologize.
It was against a bad team.
I meant win a Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. It's been
now
30 years of pain. But go ahead.
It's all right. I like to give a couple of zingers. We'll see what happens this weekend.
Yes.
Tune in, everybody, as the Cowboys face the Eagles. Anyway, but in all seriousness, they have people relying on them. This has got to be for their dealership to be able to put that trophy right there. I mean, that's, when it's between this one and that one,
honestly,
which one are you going to?
And
Right?
that's what I'm saying. It's a confidence thing. You walk into a dealership and you see the 2023 championship belt, and then you see the 2025 trophy sitting next to it. I'm going there to get my truck fixed.
I'm going in there. I'm going, well, how come you didn't get a belt this time?
Can I try your belt on?
Can I take a picture with the belt?
Yeah.
These are definitely the questions that need to be answered here.
Oh, okay, we got some
Little socket wrench
hand
action
up
here.
And it looks like they're just trying to find the right tools to put this back together. As we know, they did have a part earlier. So parts in place, and now, okay, fits like a glove. Went for a bit of a slow motion there.
Yeah.
We're just about 30 seconds away from hitting the 20-minute mark of the 60-minute time limit for this
Tightening
championship
that
round.
back up.
We got 2 people under the truck now.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That seemed more like a lefty-loosey situation.
Yeah.
Well, not for
I don't
nothing.
think he
Also,
was-
if
he
you
was
realize,
under.
one team has been focusing underneath the truck. The other team seems like they're on top. So almost as if
I
you have
think
2
we're buttoning up. We'll see.
Okay. Would you ever waste any time in this competition looking over to the other team to see where
No,
they're at in the process?
They don't care.
Okay.
Right now, it is they're racing the clock, right? You're racing against who can get this done first. And so both of these teams are.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine that the thought process is let's not even focus on the time, let's not focus on the other team, let's just do this as quickly.
What
to
do
the
we
best of our
care?
ability.
We're number one, right?
Yep.
We're returning champs. We get in, we get the job done. Like you said, it's just another day at the office. Yeah. Okay, what do we got here?
Again,
So
he's
he's
looks like
taking
just
a
removed.
filter off.
Oh, what
So
do we got
they're
here?
priming a filter, so they're priming a fuel filter, which if they've drained it, right, if the system has ran dry, then once they've made the repair, they put the fuel in there, put it back on, and then when they go to start the truck, right?
I don't know why, but I feel like the intensity has definitely picked up within the last 30
Yeah, we're
seconds. I think we're hitting towards something here.
Yeah, we're getting close.
You can even see, you can hear the
Yeah.
strain.
Yeah. It's not ballet.
Look
Not
at
everybody's
that
built for this.
referee, that official right there. He's loving
enjoying
every
it.
second
Yeah.
of it. Look at him, nothing
Look
he
at him
loves.
over there, he's smiling.
I mean, he loves more than watching this.
It's like filling up Joe Boo's rum one more time.
Okay, that is, folks, from where I'm sitting, that's a righty-tighty that we're going for. So, we're certainly tightening.
I just heard somebody say, I'm going to start pumping. So
Yep, they're
Okay.
priming the fuel system over there. Which team is priming?
I want to say that was the Edgers, but I could be wrong there.
Get that in there, tighten that up real good.
Guys, I think both teams are.
It's almost neck and neck here.
Yeah.
And I think both referees are realizing this too
Yeah.
on camera.
They're both
saying,
getting their, they're getting their opportunity, their moment to shine right now.
Yeah, look at.
There they are. Look at us. Look at us. Who'd have thought, right?
They
Not
are.
me. Not me.
Not me.
Oh, hold on, here we go.
Edgers going for back-to-back.
Yeah, come on. Let's see.
Nothing yet.
Hold on, they're priming her.
They're logging on to AOL, but their mom just picked up the phone. That's what just happened right there.
I've been there, man.
Yep.
Not many more hard feelings to grasp on. It's getting loud into the crowd too. Crowd noise as well. We'll try it again. Hey, that's it. We are got it.
That's it.
Back
Got him.
to back. Wow.
Edgers have done it again. Hey, back-to-back champs, baby. How'd you like that?
That was,
You like that
was
voice?
intense. I love the voice
Yeah,
there, too.
right.
You should be up there.
That's it.
We're going to get the official announcement from our colleague Dave Sturcio, who fails to mention James Mays, but
Yeah.
All right, we have an
I'm used
official.
to it, man.
Who is the official
I'm here for you
Edgers
guys.
back-to-back champions? Okay, I'll have them come up on stage, please.
25 minutes, just about under 25 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they've done it again. Introducing the got to get that right. I mean, that's it right there. The 2025 now back-to-back Mack Masters champions, ladies and gentlemen, the Edgers. Oh.
Yeah. We're going to have to get another shop just to put all their trophies in. How exciting, man. And I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure both teams were close, right? They were putting their filters back on. It looked like started priming on this side as well.
That was neck and neck.
Yeah,
and listen, back to back. But now the bigger question is, can they three-peat in a couple years? Is that a thing?
Maybe
we get three.
It
Can
could
we get a
happen.
trifecta?
Yeah, maybe we could even have our own team.
You know what? I'll just be the guy with the mic. I think that's what I'm best at.
I'll be the one pointing over to me like, did you blow on it?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
in.
back-to-back champions, the Edgers. Congratulations to everybody involved in their team, and of course, everybody at home watching this today. Thank you so much for joining us. This entire team is ready to wrap things up. So thank you once again, and hopefully,
Can we
once
just say
again,
James Mays? Can we just say for James Mays, just to put him over a little bit?
yeah, you know
Did
what?
somebody record that?
Can somebody
Did you
put
guys
over the
record
fact that this mullet is just tremendous?
this.
James
Look at
Mays,
that.
Josh Chernoff,
Look,
Dave
Mama made
Starchill,
it. Hey.
signing off here. Good night, everybody, and
See you guys.
congratulations once again to the Edgers.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, just real quick for everybody that is getting ready to head to New York, you have a few extra minutes to get ready because we left an hour for the time limit in case it took the full hour. It didn't, so you can blame those guys. For we have to stick around for about 35 minutes. The buses are not allowed to leave for New York until 2 o'clock. So go get more snacks, more sodas, make new friends, all the things. But again, thank you. One more round of applause for the Edgers. We'll see you in New York. Remember, tonight is a free night in New York City. Please go have fun. Tomorrow during the day, free day. We'll load buses up at some time on your schedule and do the dinner cruise tomorrow night in New York City. We'll have a great couple days. Thank you.